But no, man, you're not paying nobody back unless that's what you're used to doing.
You had mentioned something off camera that we got to speak on. It took me by surprise, but if you don't mind speaking on it, you said there's certain sexual acts that you don't even, perform at your home because of what you've seen in life or possibly in prison.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think fellatio or head, I think all that's gay. I think it's gay as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I don't knock a motherfucker that whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's gay because I think anything that you can do with the same with this, same sex, and it can take you to that point of release, can be. I just feel it's gay, bro. I listen, because I saw it too many times, my nigga. I saw niggas that would, bro, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if something takes me to that point, right?
Yeah.
And I get off on that, at some point, if certain things are not present, then I could find myself maybe being acceptable or accepting it from another source. You know what I mean?
So I understand exactly.
I feel like if I'm accustomed to if I get to a place to where just having just regular sex is not allowing me to nut, but it's only from head, at some point, it don't matter where the head is coming from.
Yeah, being a man with that mentality, being in prison.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it doesn't matter. So if you're out here in the world and, you with your old lady and you're that's all she can do to get you off. When you get into a situation like that, you will find an attraction, you know what I'm saying? And you will allow it to take you. So me personally, go ahead.
I was going to ask, this is, again, you're in there 94. Mind you, the world, we're not as over-sexualized as we are now.
Right.
So, most things you see on TV now didn't go back then. You wouldn't even see two men ever on a commercial, on nothing.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Yeah.
That was so taboo that it was never in your face of your life. So you being young, going into prison and possibly seeing sexual activities between men, what does that do to a man's mentality, which I'm sure you've never seen it in the real world. And now you're here wondering what the hell's going on.
It was hella scary, man. It was something that, like you said, it was extremely taboo to speak on it, yet alone to see it. You know what I'm saying? But to actually be amongst it, it just, again, that just contributed to the stress and the anxiety that was just compounded, you know what I'm saying, at the moment or at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful to God that I didn't know what anxiety was back then. Like, I would probably lost my shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't find out about anxiety until my early 30s.
Right.
Because I was
experiencing it. You
know what I'm saying? I started smoking weed at 31. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then I wound up having a panic attack. Went to the doctor thinking I'm finna die. And he was like, do you do marijuana? I'm like, no. And he just did lab work. Like, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. And he told my wife, he was like, he just had a panic attack and whatever. My point is saying that I'm glad I did not know what a panic attack was back then. I didn't know what all that shit was. I just had to push past the feeling. You know what I'm saying? And keep myself in the real world. You know what I'm saying?
Was it true that, you hear prison stories about, like the booty badness and things of that nature. Was that something that was happening where someone maybe owed somebody some money and you hear about that man getting All
right, so this is the truth about that shit. Okay, let me tell you my truth about that shit. I grew up in a place where, and I say I grew up in that prison era where niggas weren't getting their ass taken, bro. The only way you that happened, or let me rephrase that, you was having sex with a man, it's because you wanted it. It might not have been that particular man, but you was already in that lifestyle. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you touch a man's ass, bro, that's your life. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. That's it. And real men won't allow that to happen. It's just like out here.
Yeah.
You're a real man, bro. If you see someone that is raping someone, you being who you are, you're gonna say, man, hold on, no, chill out, bro. What the fuck you doing, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Even if you say, man, the law's on the way or something, you're contributing to stopping that act. It's the same in that motherfucker. Nigga, if you my partner and I know you don't swing that way, you think I'm gonna sit here and let some motherfucker take your shit? And I know you're fighting because I know you're gonna be fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So any nigga that got his shit rimmed out, bro, it's because he wanted it. Now, let it be from that motherfucker. He probably didn't want to fuck that particular man. But again, you don't know what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard two different scenarios. One scenario was someone, let's say he gambled, he lost, and he didn't have what he's supposed to have. So technically it was either one or two things. Like the guy was wanting from either your life or, you gonna give me your ass. And I've heard stories of somebody saying, well, I want to keep my life. So they go that route. Not saying it's actually a rape, but it's like more so he's like, I had no, he was mentally broken into giving it up. And
I see what you're saying, but no, I don't agree. No, man. Listen, if you owe some money, you'll forever be indebted. Matter of fact, that's one of the number one golden rules. You don't ever borrow anything from anyone. You know what I'm saying? Because you're always gonna be indebted. You can never fully pay a motherfucker back. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's never good to borrow. But no, man, you're not paying nobody back unless that's what you're used to doing. You know what I'm saying? And anyone that is willing to accept that, he gay. You know what I'm saying?
So that was the other scenario.
Yeah, no, he gay.
A
gay
person, and he said, and again, this guy, he got out. We did an interview with him. Yeah. He got out. He said he was tricked into.
Ain't no such thing.
He was given hooch or homemade jail drink. Prison drinks. Yeah, uh-huh. He was I hear that inmates will play games like try to test box you out, see how what your win is like, get you into a mode to where you trust it, and then he got manipulated. He said into giving it.
No, dude. Listen. In that scenario. Now people do the boxy-oxy, like you said, try to test you in, see what your skill level is, but never in a sense of, sizing you up to see if you protect your ass or not. You know what I'm saying? Again, real men, we'll forever be here, right? And really, it can be one real man in a room full of fuck niggas, and we'll still stand the fuck out. You hear me? And believe it or not, you'll still have a certain level of respect because they're still trying to learn from you. Keep in mind, man, it's hard now to decipher the real from the fake because a lot of motherfuckers would watch us, you know what I'm saying, and literally try to mimic how we move, how we talk, how we speak, how we carry ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let it be with ourselves or with other people. And that has been going on for years. So now when you see a motherfucker, you think he real. You know what I'm saying? I remember D-boys back in the day, they used to, every dope nigga I knew back in my day, they had hands. They were known to get down. You know what I'm saying? All this shit. Nowadays, is the roles change, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like that. You see most trap niggas, you see a lot of these niggas are getting robbed where it was typically the D-boys that was really getting out there and getting it, you know what I'm saying? And so, but anyway, my point is, let me stay on track here. If a nigga got raped in there, bro, it's because he wanted it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to use that word like that because it's not really against your will if you're asking for it. Okay. If you're sleeping with Bob over here, right? You and Bob get into it because you wind up Bob is fucking Tim. right? So now Tim is looking at you because you was fucking Bob. Yeah. So now Tim like you. You know what I'm saying? So you say Tim raped me, but nigga, you been getting down.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Are you following me?
People use that as maybe a weapon, like, oh, it wasn't supposed to happen.
Right. A real nigga is not gonna let nobody take his ass, my guy. Like, it's just not
you would die. Yeah,
if you come to me and you niggas, bro, and I know goddamn well how you get down, bro. And you say, man, I think old boy trying to rub up on me, my dad. Say, let's handle him. And then that's when niggas get down for real, bro. And we'll X him out. Yeah. But then again, I'm not going to talk about what trans, because again, I hear a lot of people say certain things. One thing I will tell you is that what truly transpired in there, bro, we don't talk about it. Yeah. Because it's still incriminating. Yeah. That shit never goes away.
They say
you know what I'm saying? That shit never goes away. You can't talk about what you really did.